Hi guys, it has been several weeks since my last video. So I was sick and I couldn't make any video for you guys to watch. And I was busy for my end term 2 examination, so I didn't have time to make any video. So today I decided to make a video on a book, River of Dreams. So this book started in Bangladesh, and there was a small family who lived in a small village in Bangladesh. So the family consists of 4 people. Kushi, a 15 years old girl, Muhammad, a 16 years old boy, and their parents. One day there was a terrible storm that hit the small village in Bangladesh. So it rained heavily, and then the village needed to move to the bunker to hide. So the family moved to the bunker, but Kushi and Muhammad's dad decided to stay back and protect their house and the animal that they have raised. So their mom didn't want their dad to stay back. So she told Muhammad and Kushi to hide in the bunker first, and she will go and look for their dad. So Muhammad and Kushi obeyed their parents and hide in the bunker first. But after waiting for several hours, their parents didn't come back. So Muhammad and Kushi are very scared, and they decided to wait for the storm to end, and then they will go and look for their parents. But they looked and they searched for their parents for 3 days, but they couldn't find them. So they thought to each other that their parents were dead. So they are pretty sad, and they decided to move to the city to start a new life. So they decided to go to the city, Dhaka, and luckily they found a job in the factory, and every day they work hard to earn money so that they can start a new life. So Kushi met a nice girl named Mobiran, and they started to become best friends. So Mobiran, Kushi, and Muhammad worked hard every day, but one day there was a fire in the factory, and that fire was in the floor that Mobiran, Kushi, and Mohammed are in. So Kushi and Mobiran, luckily they have run out of the factory, but Mohammed is still inside. So Kushi thought that Mohammed was dead, and she's pretty sad because they have lost her parents and now her brother. So she basically have a mental breakdown. So Mobiran comforts Kushi, and then they move to the town in a part of the city to hide. So they found a cafe, and then there was a nice old lady, and they called her Auntie. So Auntie lent Mobiran and Kushi, and Auntie showed Mobiran and Kushi a small room at the back of the cafe, and then they decided to stay back. And Auntie said that if you stayed here, you have to work and help me in my work. So every day, Mobiran and Kushi help Auntie in the cafe. So they wash the clothes, they clean the floors, and help Auntie out with the work. And then Auntie have a husband, and then they called him Uncle. So back to Muhammad. Muhammad is not dead, and he miraculously survived the fire. And then Muhammad moved to that part of the town to find Kushi. So Muhammad met a boy, and that boy is a trash picker, and the boy took Muhammad home. So their home is a big house with 20 boys, and there was a lady who raised them, and they called her Ma. So Ma showed Muhammad a small room in the house, so where Muhammad stayed with the 20 boys. So Muhammad now have a job as a trash picker. So every day he need to work hard. He need to find metal because metal costs more money than plastic and paper. So they need to find metal to earn more money. So Muhammad decided if he collects enough money, he will find Kushi. So back at Kushi, so Kushi have a great life at the cafe, and one day she decided to walk to the river near the town. So she walked along the river, and then she saw a boy, and that boy name is Adul. So Kushi and Adul talked with each other, and Adul invited Kushi to go on his boat. So Adu take Kushi on for a ride around the rivers, and then Adu show Kushi that the dolphin that he have raised. So that is called the river dolphins. So Kushi is very happy and she laughs when the dolphin play around with Adu. So Kushi promised that tomorrow she will come back to Adu. But when she get home, her uncle is waiting at the door, and then uncle said that he didn't want Kushi to hang out with the other boys because Kushi's job is to stay at home and work for the cafe, not hanging out with the other boys. So uncle banned Kushi from meeting Adu. So Kushi is very sad, and then from that day she wanted to go back to the river and meet Adu. So one day there was yet another terrible storm that hit that part of the town. So it rained very hard, and then people and all the people they need to get out, they need to hide in a small temple. So Adu is the boy who take the people into that temple by his boat. So Adu's job is to go to the house where Muhammad is at and take the 20 boys with him to that temple. So Muhammad and Kushi miraculously meet each other. Yay, so happy. And then they cry a lot, and then Muhammad finally meet Kushi now, so they have to wait for the storm to end. So finally, after 3 weeks, the storm ends, and Kushi and Muhammad decided to go back to the village because that is where they belong. So they need to go back to the village and start their new life there because that is where they belong. So Kushi and Muhammad decided to tell Adu that. So Adu volunteered to take Kushi and Muhammad back to the town. So Kushi said goodbye to Mobiran, auntie and uncle for helping them and lending them a home in the cafe. So everyone said goodbye to each other, and Adu took Kushi and Mohammed back to the town. So that is the end of the book, and I rate this book a 10 out of 10 because it is so good. And the River of Dreams, the book wanted to tell us that if you have a dream, nothing can stop you, and you need to believe in yourself that you can reach the dreams and make your dreams come true. So that is the end of this book, and I hope you guys like my video. Please leave a like and a subscribe. Goodbye.